Are you good?
Okay.
All right. Welcome to Not a Photo Podcast. My name is Noe.
I'm Larry.
This is episode 5.
Episode 5.
We had a comment on episode 3, Shooting for Later, that we wanted to discuss today.
Yeah. Pretty good comment, actually.
And thank you for everybody. If you're on the Spotify, on Apple, wherever you get podcasts from, YouTube, anywhere and everywhere, it's out there. Thank you for subscribing, all that good stuff. But Jacoby, on our third video, so 2 videos ago, we were talking about the identity as a photographer and how we have to, be in front of the camera more often.
Yeah.
Try to play of, we could either be artsy, fartsy, secretive, mysterious, and create this fine art persona, which sounds great, but at the end of the day, it isn't us. Or we can showcase more of us and show you
the process of everything.
Or just show you that we're not this whole artsy, fartsy, mysterious persona.
What makes me me.
But then we were talking about how if your body of work is bigger than the nonsense that we can post, because I've been thinking about that, like, let's say for your upcoming work that's coming out, your exhibit that you're putting together, I feel like the podcast may be not necessarily a detriment, but too much noise. Yeah. So again, if your body of work is bigger than you, does it stand on its own? Do we separate it into different avenues? Let's go to the comment first. So Jacoby wrote, I think if you want engagement, you need to show yourself more than your work. I haven't seen many photographers that show up in my algorithm just simply for the photography. He then added, most photographers are only going to get engagement from other photographers. Most successful photographers seem to make their money from other photographers. So, yeah, we can show our face and be more engagement, or create an environment for more engagement opportunities. So posting daily, showing behind the scenes, things like that, or having a podcast.
Yeah.
But what I'm curious now, or what I've been thinking about lately, is if the body of work is bigger than you, do you put this along with that on Instagram, or can it live in its own world and just kind of like, hey, guys, I have this exhibit, come check it out. Because, really, if it's an exhibit, you go to see it, right?
Yeah.
That's the environment. That's where you enjoy it in. So it's not really going to be on social media like that. But you're still going to showcase it, but now you're showcasing, like, oh, here it is. Here's the work. This isn't his work, by the way, but here is the work that we're looking at. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think the podcast is going to be too much noise? Because now we're posting like we did
weekly
couture ankles.
Yeah.
We posted couture ankles. Does that throw off this upcoming body of work?
There's a yes and there's a no, right?
Mm-hmm.
The yes is laychoice.photo. That person. Then you have the couture ankles, that person, right? So the success, or I wouldn't even say success, the following, I guess, which is weird to me, is more prone to seeing that side of me, right? And that's what they see. Once I introduce my other side, you know, I think people would get a better view through the window, and to see the other pieces or other fragments of me, and could get a better understanding of kind of like my being almost. But in the art world, I think it would be more beneficial if it didn't, I guess, not cloud the space, but like
take up space.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So that would be the only thing about that.
Yeah. Cause I mean, I agree with you. So, cause I like the conversations that we have.
Yeah.
And I think they're good. And it allows us to even like just brainstorm and figure shit out together.
Yeah.
Where it's not just, cause even though it's not a photo podcast, the entire time it's been about photography.
Photo podcast.
That's what we deal with. So I like the aspect of meeting up, talking about what's happening.
Yeah.
Creating content that other people seem to be connecting with, which is good. So we're not necessarily just talking into the void, but I don't know. I just been thinking about like that. Once we get closer to the show, and once you start putting everything together, I feel this way because this is how I would want to do it if it were me.
Taking a step back.
Yeah. I feel like that artsy fartsy persona looks really good.
It looks
at
great.
Times.
Yeah.
Like where it's like we were talking about like Raheem Fortune. He's like, the way I see his work, and then the way I see him is like a very serious
buttoned
individual.
Up nicely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it works in that space. It has its own space, it's correct. Yeah. I feel like. So where does this live? Where does it live? Does it just stay on the podcast space and it just, we still do it, but we're not actively promoting it? Because now we're doing the clips and everything that people can see, and it shows us a different side of us that a lot of people may not be aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we may have to just keep it on that space.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of the type of thing where if you come across it, you come across it. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Which I think I'm okay with.
Yeah, I'm really cool with the pocket that we're in right now. Like I'm like trying to grow it to be some grand thing. Like I don't even think I even want to go there, to be honest with you. Like I think it's really dope what we're doing, and
I want it to be natural.
Exactly.
I don't want to. I won't lie. I've been curious, like, well, how do we get more viewers, more listeners? But no, it's to the extent of like, just because, like, hey, just look at what we're doing, look at what we're talking about. I feel like it would resonate with you. Yeah. Like it's resonating with people now, and I appreciate that. So I just want more people to, I guess, just connect with us. Of like, okay, they're going through the same things that we're going through. Yeah. They're questioning their work. They're liking or loving or hating their work at times. So I think I want more people to resonate with it. But it's not even like a want. I think it's just kind of like, hey, I think you would enjoy this.
Yeah.
I think you would get some benefit from this because, like I said, when I first came up in photography, I was listening to On Taking Pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like their photographs or anything, but it was nice to put on the podcast, listen to two other photographers, two other creatives talk just like this about the process.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never, I specifically don't like one of the photographers' work. because it's bad, but I still enjoyed his thought process on photography, which is, I guess it's interesting. Like, I don't like his work, but I like his thought process. That's its own little thing to think about. But yeah, I think we may have to like pull back from the Instagram posting.
Yeah, I
just
think
let it live in its own world, and then maybe just share to the story.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's one of those weird avenues to, I guess, trying to navigate with, right? Because you want people to see the fragments that come together to make up you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a piece of like, oh man, I'm about to try to step into this lane. Do I bring all this stuff with me, or do I just leave it all behind? See, and then there goes back to the thing of, man, how can I show up as me if I can't be me?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know, like I love that mysterious persona that you can put on, but I also like being fucking me and talk about lifting weights and being silly and just, but there is some sort of like, I don't know, especially with your exhibit coming up, like the idea of it being like
intentional,
quiet, meaningful, and for it to stand on its own, like, fuck, I love that.
For it to be
bigger than you.
Exactly, bigger than me. And then I have this other thing that's making a lot of noise.
Yeah, like, and I don't even think it's that bad, but it's also, it could be confusing.
Yeah.
Where like you see, we're talking to Donna Sue here.
Yeah.
We're at the Pflugerville Library, and she's also a photographer. And her work is very quiet, intentional, still lifes. It's not asking for a ton of attention. It's not an Instagram personality of, here, look at me.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's not a YouTube. What's going on, guys? This is where, and it's none of that. It is quiet, subdued, beautiful work.
And it commands its space.
And it's on its own. It's just its work.
Yeah.
But she was nice, friendly. She works here at the library. I don't know. It's interesting. Being a multifaceted creative.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can do this. Talk to you guys, have fun, talk about the process. But then let your work, the exhibit, live on its own, live in its own avenue of like, this is bigger. This is made with the intent of coming back 50 years from now and looking at it and like, boom, this is what was created.
It's a weird space.
Yeah, I think we know the answer.
Yeah, of course we know the answer. It's just a weird space. It's one of those that you never, like as a creative, you want to do everything that you love or everything that brings you joy and happiness and all that. But then there's also that part of you like, hey, okay, let's get serious, button up. This is what this is about.
Right.
And I think this body of work is really doing it for me because it's something that I'm very, very passionate about. And I don't think this would be too much noise, but it also kind of shows the process too, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where can I go sit, talk about some of the things that I'm thinking about and just leave it there.
Yeah.
And then still go out and do the stuff that I'm passionate about.
Yeah, I think that's what is going to be, what's going to happen in the long run.
Yeah.
We're going to pick and choose what's out there. You can still listen to the full podcast.
Yeah.
Uncut. Not really. It's cut.
It's cut.
But you can still listen to the podcast, if you're on Spotify, you go there and you listen to that, you enjoy it. It lives in that world. Clips we can pull out, and let's say we talk about, oh, this is the next big turn in your upcoming exhibit. Let's talk about it. And we can make time to specifically talk about it. And then on the other side, if something's coming up on my end, things that I'm working on, the same thing, we'll sit down, we'll talk about it. And those are the clips that we'll release, or that we can release alongside the body of work that's bigger than that. So yeah, I think it's just about cleaning up, house cleaning, just kind of making things copacetic, making everything make sense. Because I think as much as I was talking about in the other episodes where I want to show you everything, I want you to ride with me.
Yeah.
I think that type of work needs to have its own place at the table.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And because that ride with you is intentional as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, I want you to ride with me, but this is what I want you to see, though, along the way.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's what I've been thinking about lately, the intentionality of creating.
Yeah.
Along with this podcast, along with the photos that we're releasing. And I think I've come to the conclusion that I'm okay with posting a lot less lately. Like, you get stuck in the algorithm of like, I have to post daily, boom, boom, boom. But I think lately, through these conversations, I've discovered that I'm cool not posting as much and not shooting for now, shooting for later.
Yeah.
That's the type of thing. So the same respect goes to other creative endeavors like this podcast that we'll talk. We have these brainstorm sessions where we're really trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
So it's honestly, you're listening to us trying to figure shit out. Maybe if while you're listening to us, something clicks for you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's what I should be doing. That's what I should try.
Hopefully we're helping you out as well.
Yeah. And if you have thoughts for us, like Jacoby, leave a comment.
Please leave a comment.
But yeah, no, I think
just know we're going to talk about the comment too.
But yeah, I think that's a good conclusion that we've come to. And like I said, I've been coming to lately, where I'm just creating less, but with much more intentionality behind it.
Yeah. I like the way that film slows me down.
Yeah.
Right. You always say, man, you always traveling light and you don't have all this stuff. Like for me, like that's my process. Cause if I have all the extra stuff with me, it's like, oh, I need to do this, that, and the other. It's like, hey, wait a minute.
I got rid of so much stuff because it's like, I get bogged down. Like, whoa, this would look good with this, but this would also look good with this. And
exactly.
What was it? The phrase, analysis paralysis.
Oh,
we're talking about. Yeah, that's it. That's basically it. You overanalyze things. If you just have your 35 millimeter camera with a 50 millimeter lens, what else are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Go shoot. Fuck.
Telling you,
I'm
man.
gonna sell one of my cameras. Keep this one for video. Sell the S5 2X. Get back into another GFX.
Man, it might be the plan. Like
I already started lowballing people.
Really? So yeah, how about I just give you $2?
I reached out to one cat, the one that's like $1,750 for just the body.
I think I did see that one. Yeah,
I was like so curious. I had a little itch. I was like, I can, because I already have like an 85 millimeter that fits on it. I also still have that 90.
The 90.
Yeah. I was like, well, I'll put it on there and just rock with that and just be stuck with one body, one lens and see what I can create with that. Right? Reached out to him, like, how much would you take if I picked it up today?
Yeah.
Today. He's like, well, make me an offer. And I was like, oh, he told me, make me, what was it?
A reasonable offer.
A reasonable offer. I told him, I was like, hey, your reasonable and my reasonable are two different things. Like, listen, I got the last GFX I got was basically I got it for $1,200. So
wow,
that's where my headspace.
That was a steal.
Yeah. So that's where my head's gonna be at. If I can get it around that, because it was I think it was 1,500 or 1,400, I forget. But it came with the Fringer adapter. So without the adapter, you can sell the adapter for 300.
Yeah.
So then basically 1,200. So that's my reasonable. That was the past experience that I've had with it. It's also, I know how hard it is to sell those cameras.
Yeah.
It's a very niche product. People aren't necessarily hunting for it. The people that want it, they keep it. This is now would be my fourth one. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But the thing is, like, it's not just for the creative part of it. Like the S5 IIX is great.
Yeah.
But it doesn't inspire me. It doesn't inspire me like to go shoot.
But even with the SoC from it, like that doesn't work for you anymore. The straight out of camera.
Oh yeah, that's
JPEGs
fine.
And
yeah,
stuff.
But that's fine. But I don't know. It's like a computer. It's a computer in a box. There's no soul to it. There's not
too cold for you.
Yeah. So it's very much just like, I don't want to carry it. The GFX with the 65 millimeter, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And like the soul is in the, like what you create, and those straight out of cameras for the black and whites were gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
But that just says a lot too, though, about your process. You want to create great stuff, but it's if I got this, I can do that. If I do this with that, I can do this.
Yeah, no.
And maybe your thing should be just, hey, you know what? I am going to have this and I'm going to have that. This is what I have. That's all I can work.
I told you this Sunday, I was like, I'm going to go out and actually take photos. I didn't take the camera out at all. I was out there with my camera, but I didn't see anything where I said, I want to shoot that.
Really?
Nothing. I ended up just going to the 812 flea market. The flea market on the south side.
Yeah.
Never been. I told you before that I'm more comfortable in black spaces than I am in Mexican spaces. But I was, walking around and I was trying to find, I was trying to find people, but how would I explain it? I just don't want to go photograph anybody.
Yeah.
I want to photograph somebody. I guess that they would have pride being in the photograph. Like they would understand I'm not just taking a snapshot.
Yeah.
I'm creating a portrait. I didn't see anyone that fit that description that day. Also, I was walking around just trying to see like little knickknacks here and there. Yeah, little knickknacks and just see what was out there and how light was cutting in. It was an overcast day, but still just getting like a feel for the area. But not once, the entire time I was there, did I go, oh yeah, let me take my camera out and shoot. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. But now we can talk about a snapshot, taking a photo versus creating a photograph. Because I was on a mission to create a photograph. Yeah, I could have had the camera in hand, and yeah, if it was already in my hand, I probably would have started shooting something.
Yeah.
But now I'm taking a snapshot, and I'm not creating a photograph. We can talk about intentionality of the physical intent of me seeing something or someone I want to photograph, pulling it out of my bag, getting it ready, the whole process. Like even you think, oh, you're just pulling it out your camera. But no, you have to you see something, you physically say, I want to photograph that. You reach in your bag and you photograph it. The idea is to create a photograph, not just take a snapshot. So how do you decide between the two? Because like you said, you have the 35 millimeter camera, a 50 mil on there. That's all you have.
That's all I rock with.
So that is the bread and butter.
Yeah.
That works. That is intentionally your eye.
Yeah. Well, it's like Neil deGrasse Tyson said about the whole thing of creating art and being with my eye, right? And also making a picture instead of taking a snapshot. I want to take that picture, make that picture, right? So I'm going to stand there. I'm going in with my feet, backing up with my feet, going to the left, going to the right. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing that. And that's the process for me to take a snapshot, not talking down on cell phones, because your cell phone camera is always going to be the best camera,
and
because it's always with you.
You can still be 100% intentional with a cell phone.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it's easier to just go.
Exactly. But when I'm making a picture, this is interesting to me. I see this. No one else is ever going to see it the way that I seen it. So I'm going to make this picture this way.
You also have the added layer that it's film.
Exactly.
So I'm not just shooting out willy-nilly.
Exactly.
You're specifically, this is going to cost money. Every single shot
and time.
Costs money and time and effort.
Exactly.
I can't just shoot it and then Wi-Fi it to my phone and now I can look at it and post it on Instagram.
Exactly.
It's a process thereafter.
It's a process
before, during, and after.
And that's the difference between making a picture and snapping a snapshot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like going through that process. If I'm doing snapshots, I hardly have any selfies of myself because, it's like, I want to be intentional about how I look when I'm in front of a camera or whatever. And I just can't. Well, I do, like when I'm with my children and stuff like that, do the snapshots and stuff. But
that's
still,
different,
sometimes
that's from creating from like an artist's perspective, or even, I guess, just more so of how easy it is to be a photographer nowadays.
Yeah.
It's easy for me. For that day, I could have, like I said, walked around, had it in my hand, and something could have been shot.
Yeah.
Something easily could have been shot. Would I have then shared it? Probably not. Probably, if anything, it would have been just, here's content.
Yeah.
But here's not a portfolio image. Here's not something that I want to print later.
You just said something. And I think that's important for a lot of people to realize and know. Every picture is not a portfolio image.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's okay to do those snapshots.
100%.
And it's great to make pictures, but just realize every shot that you take is not the portfolio or I guess showcase image, So I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I've been, I guess, how we were talking about earlier, that I'm okay with posting less. I'm okay with, I guess, making room for the things that are bigger than me. So making room for the things that are bigger than me. Like that one with a photograph that was in the Chicago show.
Yeah.
And it's just me in the living room. Not of me, but I was just in the living room early. I think my girls were still asleep. So it was just early. There's no noise, no nonsense, just quiet. And just the way the light was coming into the living room, I was like, oh, I like it. Took a shot, intentionally framed it, went. That's the thing too. I guess the intentional aspect of me sitting there on the couch, I'm like, okay, this looks cool. let me go get my camera. Go to the office, grab the camera, take the shot. Go get the big camera. I was rocking the GFX at the time and take the shot. I loved it. Photo Vogue, the art show in Chicago. And I'll probably put it in other places as well. But I liked that very simple, subdued, quiet memory.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a photograph, not a snapshot, because I could have just taken it on my phone, made it black and white, call it a day. But no, let me go get the big camera. Let me just frame it up nicely. Let me think about why I'm shooting this.
Yeah.
Specifically, that's the thing too, the intention of why. Yeah. And so that all accumulated to being, this is a photograph.
Yeah.
And gratefully, other people see it that way. It's not just a snapshot. It ended up in the show. There was like 1,000 people that tried to get in. I let it in. I think out of me and like 20 other people or something like that. Maybe more, maybe 50. I'm not too sure. But still, yeah. So that was cool. I think that's what I want to focus on. For me, creatively, quiet moments that hold weight just on their own, quietly. You look at it and this almost gives you like a calming effect. I think that's what I like a lot.
And it keeps you there looking into the photo.
Yeah. And you're like looking at it, not necessarily wondering why this was taken, but maybe wondering why you feel the way you feel when you look at it.
Yeah.
Which I like that. But again, how deep we can talk about it, right? We can talk about this photograph being super deep.
Mm-hmm.
But then inversely, I can say it's just a photograph. But if we want the body of work to be bigger than us, it has to be presented in a way that's bigger than us.
Exactly.
So then when we talk about other stuff and then throw in a funny video about couture ankles,
not gonna let me down.
I have a video of your couture ankles, AI video.
Oh my God.
I almost put that up. I was like, maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't.
Hilarious. Maybe I can put that up on couture ankles.
But yeah, I think through these conversations, I think I've come to the conclusion, since the work is bigger than us, it needs to live that way.
Yeah.
It needs to be presented that way. So yeah, I guess it goes back to where this is going. This will be out there. This still has its own avenue. I think, and that's the thing too. I think everything has its own avenue.
Yeah. I agree.
So Instagram itself, I don't think it holds as much weight anymore.
It does.
But how would I say it? It's, I still think your work, like your upcoming work, should be presented there, because that's kind of like where,
like that's my biggest following.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So since most people know you there, then your work should be presented that way. But presented that way in the manner of like these sit down episodes, talking about it, talking about the process, talking about this, like just this one deep conversation that we just had about one singular photograph.
Yeah.
You can really break it down. And if you really want to, you can really add the art school pretense to it and make it way bigger than it is.
Yeah.
But
you want to get technical about
it. we can try to find the common ground of like, I want to be artsy fartsy, but I don't also want to be pretentious.
Exactly.
So there's that. But then you have different avenues of, let's say this on YouTube. You can have, this lives on YouTube, this lives on podcast or on like Spotify and whatnot.
Apple Music.
Yeah.
TikTok,
maybe. I think TikTok, I don't know. My current TikTok is me selling shit, basically. They're selling me. They sent me a mic.
Check out this microphone.
Yeah.
Do you hear the sound that is coming out of it now?
That's the thing. Just like I don't mind doing those. I like it if I actually like the product. Obviously, right?
Ah, so you found another avenue, huh?
Well, maybe. But I've thought about like product review stuff because I like free shit.
Yeah, man, everybody loves free shit, man.
So like I thought about like getting like lenses, doing your typical review, but I always see those lens videos and it's like super technical, and then they're shooting bullshit. Like they're shooting like the people that are like, if I'm looking at a lens that's a 50 millimeter 0.095, because I've been eyeing another one of those.
Yeah.
More than likely, people that are looking at that lens probably want it for portraits. At least that's the way I look at that lens. Like they want it for portraits because they want to blur the fuck out of that background.
Yeah.
So all the videos, because I've been looking at this lens, all the videos that I've seen for it, they're shooting like they're shooting this. Like they're shooting a flat graph on a wall, which tells me nothing about what its bokeh characteristics look like.
Yeah.
So what's the point? But if I were to do that, I'd want to go, hey, let me go get a model, photographer, show you what portraits could look like out of this lens. I like that.
Seems like you're going back into teaching, huh?
But I don't want to teach. I just want to do it where it's like, hey, this is cool. Check this shit out.
Yeah.
And then if another company sends me something like, hey, this is cool. Check this out. If it is cool, I don't want to be like just hawking shit around. But last 6 months ago, everybody was getting the Hasselblad. Everybody on YouTube was getting the Hasselblad.
Everybody. Even with the 35 to 100.
Yeah.
The whole kit with the cage.
Yeah. Free.
And then about a week or two later,
I want a free Hasselblad. Yeah. We've seen the specific ads on our local marketplace.
Yeah, man.
Like
crazy.
Used for a review. I don't know what their like terms of like embargo of like what you had to say for the review or
how long you had to keep it.
I might have to BS you for a Hasselblad. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to BS you.
Yes, I might here at Mount Fuji.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Man.
I like the idea of it. I don't know. I've thought about it. So maybe TikTok. So Instagram, kind of photos and process.
Yeah.
Right. TikTok. Photos, I don't know. Photos don't do me anything on there.
Photos don't do jack on TikTok.
For me.
Yeah.
But process does.
The process is all
and reviews
process.
do.
Yeah.
So maybe process, BTS, reviews for TikTok.
And I think that's why like my process is TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Like I have more of those over there on TikTok than I do on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's where that whole thing is.
Different avenues.
Yeah, having different avenues of where I release my creative process.
Yeah. So I think that's part of the cleanup process.
Yeah.
So this will live in its podcast space and YouTube. And then for our personal YouTubes, and we can talk about the process and all that stuff as well. TikTok, BTS, process, reviews. And then Instagram's a little, since it's so dead, it's basically like, here's my proof of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't, I'm not posting a lot, but.
Yeah. Check my stories.
But I do have an exhibit coming up. Come check it out. So yeah, I think that's the move. Just housekeeping.
Yeah.
Cleaning things up. Again, because ideally the work that we create, the intentionality is for it to be bigger than us. We're not shooting for now. We're shooting for later.
Exactly.
We're shooting for when we look back on it, we can be proud of it.
Yeah.
Versus
Like, oh my gosh, I should have deleted that, man.
Or I'm following a trend because it's hot right now.
Yeah.
And that's Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
That's TikTok. Like all that's like, hey, check this shit out. And you're doing some little silly ass trend.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter hates me when I'm trying to do the little TikTok dances. Like, Dad, stop. Like, why not?
Let me live.
Right?
I'm young too. I think that's what we're gonna be doing is some housekeeping, removing some of the clips, starting fresh. As far as I want to redo my whole TikTok, just like keep the quiet stuff.
Yeah,
don't have the loud stuff. Keep the quiet stuff. Because I don't know. I'm happy with that. I really like my quiet work. Yeah. So it's very dual-sided of creating this quiet body of work and then being in the gym, being crazy. That's like the other side of me. And it is very hard to showcase both in a way that makes sense or even matters, honestly.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to just be more quiet on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, that's how my Instagram is right now anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to a point where it was like, why am I trying to post every day?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it important that I post this picture instead of another one that I just made that was more intentional and had more soul to it?
Right.
So that's why I would I'm pretty much just resharing stuff in my stories now, just to not get engagement, but just to, I guess, keep my algorithm saying, "Hey, I'm still here. I'm still relevant." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And like, hey, please put me at least in the middle of somebody else's algorithm and stuff, so
just
they
let
can
people know I'm still here.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm still in my stories, or I may repost some. I'm heavy on reposting, open, call for entries and stuff like that, stuff around the community, stuff like that. So I'm still going to put that stuff out there. It's just as far as like my work and stuff, it's when I'm ready to display it. And not only that, the way that I'm going to start putting stuff out there is going to be totally different than how I have stuff out now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a different process.
What do you mean? Tell me.
I'm no longer going to post the picture.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy. Oh, now it's out there. It's published.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I do it in
that's what I was meaning about the exhibit. Like you would showcase, like here, basically like
exactly.
This is it.
Exactly.
Versus, yeah, I get what you're like. Here it is on the screen where you can easily screenshot it.
It's published. Instagram owns it now. Stuff like that. So once I change everything up, I think it'll look different for me personally.
How do you think you're gonna go ahead about showcasing?
Bro, I haven't even thought that far ahead just yet.
Because I thought about that, where it's like I thought about making like videos of, okay, here's what I'm printing today, and then print out the stuff. Well, because I have the printer and I use it for fucking printing out shit that my wife needs.
Yeah.
But getting like, okay, let's like just basically make a reel of like, okay, here's the print, showcase the print, boom. You can see it.
Yeah.
You don't need to now like swipe over and see it on your screen.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought about doing it that way.
And I think that's a better process, even just as a creative for protecting yourself too, though.
Yeah.
You know
it's a good, you mentioned, like you said, because now they own it or whatever.
Exactly.
Quote unquote, they can,
it's published
recently with TikTok.
Yes.
They can use your identity,
your whole identity,
that for AI.
Yep.
And they've already been doing it. There's a lady, and she was hawking stuff on there like I do occasionally, but she was like just talking about blankets or whatever, right? Oh, check out these blankets, blah, blah, blah. They grabbed that clip, put it into AI, typed in the prompt, changed She was like an older lady, change her younger, this and that. And instead of these blankets, she has towels.
Wow.
So they did that. It created the video. Meanwhile, this lady lives in a home that's very specific to her.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell that this is her space.
Yeah.
So she saw it, she's like, that's my bedroom. But that's not me. And those aren't my towels.
Yeah.
But no, AI placed the person there and then they're selling this.
Yeah, man.
Because the terms and services,
terms
you
and
just
conditions.
click, okay, yeah, terms and conditions that you just hit, oh yeah, whatever, click, click, click.
Man.
Now they own you.
Always change your cookies, your cookies preference, all that stuff. And then terms and conditions, read it.
I'm not going to read it. I'm not even going to lie to you. But hey, you should.
Exactly.
But you should.
You should, man. Like,
but I think I like your thought process of like not posting the photo, but just, I guess, editorializing it of like, here's me with the photo.
Exactly. And not only here's me with the photo,
you can talk about it,
but we can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're seeing my process. Now I'm giving you a different way of looking at me and my work. So now I'm giving you content.
I may have to jack that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it looks different now. Yeah. And now
it looks more official.
Exactly.
And it also, you know, that artsy fartsy persona.
Exactly.
Not even a persona. I don't know. It should stop saying it's persona. It's just another side of you. Because we are, if we weren't that artsy fartsy person, right? We wouldn't be creating what we create.
Exactly.
So it is a side of us, but just showcasing that side in this particular space.
Yeah.
Showcasing this side in its own particular space. That's good. I feel good about that.
Yeah, man.
I feel real good about that.
It's a nice process, man. And I it's more intentional, I guess, to the world that I want to create around me.
Mm-hmm.
And that way like I said, I'm protecting myself too. And that little boy that always want to just create, like, okay, hey, little Larry, here's your space, man. Just be you,
right?
You know, balls to the walls. Just do whatever you want to do.
Right.
This is your space that I've created for you. So I think a lot of people should start doing that actually, and just keeping it to themselves. Well, not keeping it to themselves, but like,
it depends on your work.
Just,
but yeah. Depends on if you want that very kind of like, how would I say it? If you want to be seen in that manner, then that's how you should present in that manner. I'm curious to see how you're going to do it though.
Yeah.
I like the idea. I'm going to do something similar.
Yeah. There's several ways that I've looked into it. Really dope. I'll show you offline. It's really dope. And, I have one that I'm really, really like, oh man, like I'm killing with this one.
Oh, where you're going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I would tell you, but he said later. So that's good though. I don't know. I'm so far. So we're going to do some housekeeping with the podcast, with the clips, and how we present the podcast on our social media. We're going to be more intentional with creating the photograph, not just taking a snapshot, but the full creation process. You know, like I said, physically taking out the camera.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to shoot. And I'm shooting with this specific lens. And this is what we're doing. That's good.
Yeah, man. I think it's great.
Yeah. That's really good. I think it's going to work out. Like I said, I like that quiet side of me when it comes to my work.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm happy with posting less too. That's another good thing.
It's cleansing in a way, to where you're not just, I guess, filling the universe with a bunch of noise.
Right.
You know?
Like, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. Meanwhile, there's a million other people. Hey, look at me.
Exactly.
Hey, look at me. It's not even about being different. It's just about knowing, like, why am I yelling when everybody else is yelling?
Exactly.
Let me save that energy for something that matters.
Exactly. Who's going to be the loudest in the room?
Yeah.
When you're just standing there.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, man.
Anything else?
Nope.
Anything with the grant?
We shall see come later this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll have some good news for our next episode and drop a bomb. Boom.
This boy ain't gonna drop shit. He's gonna be like, oh yeah.
I ain't shit. I'm like, oh yeah, so
thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
Thank you for reviewing. Definitely. Thank you for following. Thank you for listening. Thank you for resonating. Thank you for being you.
Yeah, man. Especially for my rambling. But thank you.
That's what we do. That's a podcast. You should have stayed there like Nardwar.
Right.
This is not a photography podcast.